Good evening, everyone. I'm Lissy Bastian. It's Friday, February 28th. Thanks for staying with us. The official death toll post-Hurricane Dorian now stands at 74. This after police on Abaco recovered the remains of 3 unidentified bodies, 1 last month and 2 others earlier this month, and remains of 1 on Grand Bahama. Officials from the National Emergency Management Agency confirming today that the body found in the mud on January 31st, the 2 on Powerline Road on February 3rd and the 6th, and the 1 recovered from Grand Bahama on January 20th were all Hurricane Dorian related. The discovery is coming almost 6 months after the monster Category 5 storm. Abaco's death toll now stands at 63, while Grand Bahamas stands at 11. Meanwhile, NEMA says all inquiries of missing persons should be made at the Central Detective Unit here in New Providence at 502-9991, Grand Bahamas CDU at 352-9774 or 5, and at the Abaco Police Station in the Government Complex in Marsh Harbor at 806-7016. Recovery efforts are ongoing. Former Bahamian ambassador to China and former Senator Elmer Campbell Chase is one of several suspects in police custody as the Anti-Corruption and Financial Crime Branch of the Royal Bahamas Police Force are investigating fraud complaints. Police confirming as much yesterday that Campbell Chase and her son are in police custody, and they were arrested following an investigation of a number of fraud-related matters in relation to the Ministry of Tourism. However, no charges have been formally filed on the pair. Campbell Chase served as ambassador of the Bahamas to the People's Republic of China from 2008 to 2012 and is an attorney since 1984. She is a member of the Bahamas Bar Association and served as acting magistrate. Campbell Chase is also a member of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators. She also taught in the public and private school system for a number of years. Education Minister Jeffrey Lloyd setting the record straight on the immigration issue when it comes to education. Minister Lloyd says the issue of immigration is handled by the Immigration Department and not his ministry. He reiterated that his ministry ensures the education of all children despite their immigration status.
Our responsibility in the Ministry of Education and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, but certainly the Ministry of Education, is a child that is presented to our institutions is registered. As long as we know who that child is, of course there has to be some proof of identity and who the parents are and where the child lives. Okay? The issue of immigration is an issue that is dealt by the Department of Immigration, and that's our responsibility.
Mr. Lloyd says the country has signed on to treaties that ensures all children have access to education.
We have been signatories to a number of treaties with regard to the education of children in our country. We are not, it is the law of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, the Education Act, that all children between certain ages, 5 and 16, are to be in a school. If you are resident in this country, you are to be in school, and that's our job, to see that those children who present themselves and we can verify that they in fact have identity, their parents have an identity, and they are resident in this country, then we accept them.
Illegal immigration has become a hot-button topic in recent days since the Prime Minister, Dr. Hubert Minnis, announced his government's aggressive approach to the long-standing issue that has affected the country for many years. On Wednesday in the House of Assembly, Dr. Minnis said he gave his Immigration Minister, Ellsworth Johnson, instructions to form a task force to pursue undocumented migrants in the country. Mr. Johnson said the following day that he backed the Prime Minister's position, saying that the issue had put a burden on the education and health facilities. He said he believed the Prime Minister is not being xenophobic, adding that there were no more space in Bahamian schools and no more money to build more schools. Mr. Johnson said if migrants come to the country, they must say how they're going to educate their children because the Bahamas already has the expense of educating Bahamian children. Former Senator Lonnie Roll was sworn in as the deputy to the Governor General at a ceremony at Government House today. Ms. Roll was sworn in by Acting Chief Justice Estelle Gray Evans. She will serve as the Deputy Governor General in the absence of Governor General Cornelius A. Smith, who's out of country from today until Sunday, March 1st. You're watching JCN News. Stay with us.
This segment of the news was brought to you by Alive.